Work management in action. At Anglo American, our main priority is achieving safe and responsible production. Applying the Anglo American operating model makes this possible. It provides a common language and way of working across our operations, allowing us to do the right work at the right time in the right way. The operating model is a structured approach to setting targets, planning, executing, and improving work. Operational planning determines the most cost-effective operational strategy. Work management executes this strategy to reliably deliver the right work. And feedback indicates when there needs to be an intervention and provides an appropriate response. During operational planning, business expectations are translated into targets, strategies, and tactical actions via an Operating Master Schedule, or OMS. The OMS is the roadmap that we follow to optimize performance, manage risks, and deliver targets. This roadmap is broken down into a routine operating schedule and then further detailed into an integrated execution schedule for a 6 to 12-week period, which is the focus of work management. Now, we will explain how work is approved, planned, scheduled, resourced, and executed on a weekly basis through work management. Approving work. The purpose of the work approval process is to agree to the work that must be completed. Work can be broken up into routine and ad hoc work. Ad hoc work is urgent or non-urgent. Routine work, which comes from service and production strategies, is broken down in the routine operating schedule and authorized during a planned review meeting. For non-urgent ad hoc work to be planned, scheduled, and resourced, a work request must first be approved by a frontline manager, or FLM, who will assess if the work is necessary, appropriate, and funded. The FLM must approve or cancel the request within 1 working day. Urgent ad hoc work is unforeseen work that must be completed if it mitigates safety, health, environment, and production impacts. The integrated execution schedule is therefore a combination of routine and approved ad hoc work. Planning, scheduling, and resourcing. The success of work management relies on the skills of programming roles such as planners, schedulers, and resource coordinators. Together, they play a vital role in ensuring that the right work is consistently delivered. The fundamental purpose of the planning process is to specify all requirements for completing approved work. During the planning phase, work orders for the weeks ahead are assessed by a planner, which also includes reviews of the job risk assessment for the tasks. As discussed in our Operational Risk Management Task Risk Assessment video, this process is used to preempt and manage design of the task to successfully deliver task objectives. If necessary, the planner will consult with the specialists and frontline managers accountable for the task and use a job template and related job risk assessments to create fully specified work packages. Among other information, a work package must include details on the sequence, tasks, and duration and information from job risk assessments such as instructions, required labor, materials, and specialized tools. The work package will also include details on services, planned costs, latest and earliest start dates, and job tracking and history requirements. Once completed, the work is planned. A scheduler will work alongside a resource coordinator and planner to ensure that all tasks will be executed at the right time. A scheduler identifies conflicting or synergetic tasks by checking the integrated execution schedule and taking the availability of resources into consideration. Doing so allows the scheduler to assign a scheduled date and create the first draft of the execution schedule, which will be assessed and optimized. Finalizing the execution schedule. Once the schedule is drafted, it is shared with the team leaders as an opportunity to collect workforce contributions during the development of the schedule. The team leader and his crew will assess the draft, focusing on familiarization, soliciting optimization, and identifying critical issues. Feedback is then given to the scheduler, who will optimize the schedule accordingly. The schedule is then communicated to all crossover managers, FLMs, and team leaders in a scheduling meeting. During this meeting, any arising critical issues are discussed, together with the alternative options for managing these issues. The actions and residual risks are approved by the accountable person and the schedule committed. Once the schedule has been locked in, job cards are created. A job card contains task details, risk information, when and where work needs to be performed, and the required resources. After the planning and scheduling phase, a resource coordinator will then track the resources needed to complete every task by the scheduled date. The materials for each work order will be assembled in bins and delivered to the designated delivery points before the scheduled date. Work execution. At the start of the week, the integrated execution schedule is made available to all employees. At the same time, a pre-shift supervisors meeting is held to create a common understanding of the integrated execution schedule and urgent works. At the end of this meeting, each team leader takes the job cards relevant to their crew. The team leaders then discuss the integrated execution schedule with their crews to resolve any risks posed by critical issues. Then, job cards are assigned to each employee. If any task is not understood, the team leader will clear up any misunderstanding. Once a task has been assigned to a team member, they will execute the work. To maintain safe and productive work, it is crucial to check required controls and identify hazards which may threaten a successful execution of our tasks. Firstly, team members need to commence continuous risk management, which will be continued as appropriate during work execution using SLAM. In addition, team members must complete the appropriate sections of the work execution document required before, during, and on completion of work. You can learn more about continuous risk management and work execution documents in our SLAM and task risk management video. If the required controls are not in place, or something happens during work execution that will impact on our ability to deliver, team members should resolve the issues if they are competent and have the time. Otherwise, they must escalate these issues to the team leader. Urgent and non-urgent ad hoc work. If non-scheduled work which requires additional resources must be completed, a team member must raise a work request. Any personnel can create and submit a work request. This person must be able to provide the following information. Where's the work required? What is the issue and the impact of not completing the work by the required date? What is the required date? Who is raising the request and who needs to approve it? Once a work request has been raised, the work's impact level and required date will be assessed. Impact levels can be broken down into 3 categories. 1. Safety or production is affected and the impact is not controllable or recoverable. 2. Safety or production is affected but the impact is controllable or recoverable. 3. There is a low impact, which means the work is not urgent. Urgent work is determined by the required date and impact of the work in question. If the work request is classified as urgent, the task will be assigned to an urgent work crew. Once assigned, the urgent work crew will assess the nature of the task. If the work has not been planned using task risk management, a JRA will be used to plan the task. In this example, the malfunction of this vehicle's engine is affecting a crew's ability to operate, making it necessary to repair it immediately. If, during the repair, the urgent work crew discover that the truck's tires have reduced tread and will have to be replaced in 4 weeks' time, they too will have to log a work request. If this task is classified as non-urgent ad hoc work, it will need to be approved by an accountable FLM. At the end of each shift, the team leader meets the crew members to ensure they complete their shift safely, on time, and to specification. The supervisor also provides appropriate recognition and coaching on their performance. How does work management benefit you? When work is planned, scheduled, and resourced ahead of execution, it becomes easy to deliver safe, efficient, effective, and sustainable work. By proactively planning and managing potential risks, we become more consistent in achieving our targets. The effective application of work management provides clarity between teams, allowing operations to deliver the right work at the right time in the right way.